Amid the ongoing disputes between the nation's employers and laborers over wages and shift limits, many have attributed the nation's inability to hold on to talent to poor working conditions and dismal compensation and benefits. How does this much-vaunted Silicon Valley, which generates a yearly output of around $400 billion US, manage to attract the best of the best from around the world? What is it about the place that could serve as a model for Taiwan? Here's our Sunday in-depth report.
The name of one of the world's most famous technology companies comes into view on a glass-sheathed building behind a marshmallow-holding android. It's the Mountain View, California global headquarters of Google, whose business encompasses an internet search engine, cloud services, advertising, and many other sectors.
We'll try anything. I think if you want to do something, go give it a shot. And if you run into problems, we'll take care of it.
Miss Xu is from Taiwan, and she works at Google as an engineer in the server department. She might well be an object of envy for some Taiwanese youth for the benefits that Google gives her and her fellow employees in the form of free snacks, exercise facilities, and even the privilege of working from home. It works because the company trusts its employees, and the employees understand how to motivate themselves.
The pressure is actually from yourself. You end up gauging your own progress according to your objectives and key results.
But self-motivation isn't a working attitude unique to Google employees. The pursuit of innovation has always been a part of Silicon Valley's unique culture. And that culture has to date helped convince thousands of technology companies to set up their headquarters in the area.
在湾区其实没有一个族裔是超过一半。
In the San Francisco Bay Area, there's actually no ethnic group that represents more than half the population, so everyone ends up being a so-called minority. In these conditions, these companies' search for the best global talent ends up being a win-win situation, so as long as the team you're coming into is good, it usually works out.
Silicon Valley's capacity to foster innovation has already been a feature of the area for 60 years. The reason for that longevity isn't just diversity. It's also because many in the valley are totally unafraid of becoming a so-called loser.
In Silicon Valley, the experience of failure is even more important. If you go interview at a company there today, very few will ask you to share your stories of success. Most bosses want to know, have you failed before?
With failure even more important in some ways than success, non-punitive failure has become an important value among those in Silicon Valley. Many there who believe that the truth can come out only by doing depend on information transparency, sharing, and debate to drive innovation. That's why shared workspaces have caught on so quickly in the region.
So this is Galvanize. It's a co-working space here in San Francisco. They actually have between 5 and 10 locations around the United States. Co-working space is basically where startups of all different sizes can work from and connect. And so this is our office suite, Aging 2.0.
As part of its mission to support companies that design and release technology products that can improve the lives of seniors, Aging 2.0 aims to provide a social platform to connect venture capitalists and innovators through events and programs.
Pull that up again.
Victor Wang, who was born in Taiwan, is behind one of the companies working with Aging 2.0. Wang immigrated to the United States and went on to graduate from MIT. Now at age 28, he's already served as the CEO of 2 different tech companies. Jared is 31 this year, and he designed this robot with his friends that's intended for home use. It allows family members in 2 different places to see and talk with one another as if they were physically next to one another, and is designed to be easy to use for seniors. The whole process of coming up with the idea to create the robot took only 6 months, but Jared was fortunate to have the support of a startup accelerator, which provided funding along with hardware and software support for his endeavor. In 2015, Taiwan set up its own accelerator in Silicon Valley to help more Taiwanese innovators find a footing in the region.
台湾创业圈面临到的挑战，最大的一个
The biggest challenge that Taiwanese entrepreneurs face, the biggest place they stand to improve, is in fostering exchange, whether that's local talents going to Silicon Valley, or if it's bringing people from Silicon Valley to Taiwan to discuss cooperation.
If Taiwan wants to ride this wave of innovation and entrepreneurship, ambitious locals will not only require public and private funding, they'll also need to adapt their outlook. If the island's inventors learn not to shy away from being losers, Taiwan might have a shot at creating a Silicon Valley on its own shores.